There. I think that's good. Woo. How's it going, everyone? Raymond, Shane, Gary, Indy, thanks for tuning in. Audio, everything coming through okay. I had to change up some stuff real quick. All right. Woohoo! Sweet. What's up there, Ron? How's it going? Oh, man. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I ended up, luckily I remembered to bring home my laptop that I actually use for like all of our comps and stuff. That's what I do all my scores and stuff on, and I still had it there, and luckily it was still fully charged and it's plugged in, so everything's good and got it all working. The main computer, it's just it's been needing to be replaced for a while, so it's about that time. But fortunately, other things take priority over a working main computer, and that is my Xbox. My Xbox has died and I need a new one, so computer's gonna have to hold off. Travis, Josh, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Ivan, how's it going? We'll mess with that in a minute. Ew. Sitting here working on my time. Nice. I'm going to be swapping some parts over to a new little bin. Now what I buy? I ordered some Milwaukee. I ordered some of the pack out boxes. I was on the truck the other day, and they had some specials and stuff going, so I got a few of the pack out boxes coming. It's okay. It came with a new Milwaukee hat though. That's what it's all about. So it's all worth it. Just wanted something a little bigger or stronger to kind of hold some of this stuff around. So we're going to use it and swap some stuff over. $2,000 hat, $500 hat. Well, it's close enough. Mir, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I mean, to be fair, me going on a tool truck and coming out with some Milwaukee stuff, I mean, could be a lot worse. I found a whole deal of chassis spacers. This is why every once in a while too, like if you have a small little like pack, that stuff that you take to comps and stuff, might be a good idea to go through it every once in a while. I ordered spacers the other day. Whole brand new pack of them. Gear Down Crawlers, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Be seeing everybody here pretty soon. What? 2 weeks? 2 weeks. And we head down to Disney. And I think everyone's going to be down there. So that's going to be an absolute blast. Travis, how's it going? C2C shirt back there? Yes it is, and it is looking good. Ready to get it going. And my socks, I'm really excited about the socks, because luckily I had already got Sean had hooked me up, and I already had a pair of the C2C socks, but you can always have more and totally rock them. And these came out good. They're actually a different style than my are, and I'm really digging them a lot. I think mine just had the C2C logo on the back. This has them front and back. And of course, run your rig, not your mouth, on there on the side. And got a C2C patch to go on the carry-all bag. So super excited about that. Always about the patches and stickers. I'm a bit of a sticker whore. So, and I got hooked up the other day. We got some new stickers for the GK because I didn't have any. I don't know why I forgot, but didn't have any stickers. I was like, I need stickers for this. But we also got a couple bodies ordered for it too, for Class 3. So, Raymond, how's it going? Steve, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Start reminding me, I got 2 weeks to get this trailer done and ready for Pro. Yeah, everything is in 2 weeks. Proline by the Fire, Crawlapalooza, Super Shafty Fall Crawl. There will be crawling all over the states, East Coast, West Coast, and Central. It is going to be, it's going to be an action-packed weekend overall. Just everywhere you're at, there is a major event within reasonable drive time and distance and stuff like that. Oh, sweet. See? Snap-on screwdriver. Just hiding in there. I looked the other day for that for like 2 hours. Okay, now socks. Yes, all the socks. That's what we love. Love the swag packs and stuff. Speaking of, actually, I think I just, whatever the new post is, I need to hop on there real quick. Wow. Air 44 axle. That would have been nice to have the other day when I broke my Theron. Now all the stuff's in there. It's just not organized all the time. We're just going to transfer everything over. Brass hub. Set screws. Hey, batteries. Those are always good. Mine took longer because, yeah, to get you had that oddball size shirt. Brett, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. There's supposed to be a get together at Cherokee Rock Village October, but I don't have Facebook. Check the dates. Isn't that way? No. Yeah, there is something. They were posting about it. There's October's about to just be straight jam packed full of stuff. I think this summer being hot and people not able to necessarily get out and do everything else, everyone is putting it all in right now on as soon as they can. Yesterday, like fall, came in fast here at home. It was 101 degrees yesterday. And I think it was 57 today. So it fall's trying to come in a hurry and make up for being hot all summer long. See, it's just finding all kinds of goodies and stuff in here. Pinions, scale accessories, more wheel spacers. Ooh. Evan, oh, love them. Yes, yeah, Super Shafty hoodies came out sick, and I just had to get purple. Just those are just my favorite wheels. Are the purple wheels on the Class 3 there? Gear Down Crawlers, hashtag GK chassis. Yes, that thing. Man, I'm having such a blast with that chassis. Just an absolute blast. Lockers and pinions, those can go there. APR 60 gears. That's going to be a random bucket. Oh crap! Nope, I didn't, because I'm waiting on RCC to send me a password reset. Mine didn't accept it, and I went to reset it and haven't got an email. I've checked everything and I haven't got it yet, so I'm going to try again here later tonight probably. Still not. Yeah, it just came down quick. Steve went from 87 to 62 here in Michigan. Big drop. Evan, am I going to Fall Crawl, Maryland? No, I will not be at Fall Crawl. I will be at Crawlapalooza. Disney is just a couple hours south for me, so it's a very shorter and convenient drive because I don't fly. So I like to stay close to the ground, and plus, the wife being pregnant, I don't want to venture too far away. As we start getting later into it, just so if something happens and I have to leave Crawlapalooza, I can be home in 2 hours if I absolutely want to be. So not venturing out very far at all. Winter and early next year, though I know Nationals, from everything I'm hearing, Nationals will be in California, and Nationals is not totally shot down yet. So we are, me and the wife are talking about it and working on it. I think we're going to be able to pull off Nationals in California. We will see. Not exactly excited about going to California for any reason whatsoever, but it's at least a possibility. Here, 50s and 90s. Yeah. Temp gauge on my mixer said 101. My app on my phone says 87. Dang. Travis, trucks are ready for Crawlapalooza. Still need to get the bouncer sorted. Yeah. Last year, bouncers were fun, but I have the Wraith. So I'm definitely ready for that, because the Wraith can do the way I have the Wraith done. Obviously I'm aimed more TTC with the Wraith, but it has plenty of power and is definitely capable enough to do some bouncing. More than capable enough to do it. Random. What the heck is that? I don't even know. Okay, better get out for National. I'm definitely liking it. California was awesome. Yeah, the Clash looked like the comp and the area and everything is great. It's just the whole California part for me. But driving and everything, honestly, I don't think it would be too big of a deal. It would definitely be something I would break up into probably a 2-day drive for me. Just one, because I haven't been that far west necessarily. So I'd like to make sure I have a day or two extra to do other stuff, because if I'm driving and I'm going to be going that way, I want to take the truck, probably take a pit stop in Moab, and I have a bunch of Tundra peeps in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, that whole area that I can meet with on a regular basis. So it would definitely be like a probably 2 or 3 day drive, or probably a 2-day drive there, and then probably a 2 or 3 day drive back, depending on what all we wanted to do. Or I can just hunker down and fly. Not my preferred, but can do it. Man, Clash was a blast. Oh, and Evan, congrats on the kiddo. A couple hours from Maryland. Hoping to see you. Good luck, Crawlapalooza. Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, definitely want to go to Fall Crawl for sure. And it will happen. Maybe next year, obviously, because I'm doing Crawlapalooza this year. Just really, the dates and everything really depend on that, because, like I said, Crawlapalooza, it's a 2-hour trip. It's not hard or a crazy trip at all. Like, even if I really, really wanted to, I could go down there every morning and really not think too much about it. But it's so easy to go to Crawlapalooza for me, and depending on the time and stuff, because also Crawlapalooza is one that I do pull the kiddo out of school, and he comes along with me for the Crawlapalooza trip, and he really likes going. So it makes it a lot easier to only pull him out for a couple days than like an entire week. Best part about California, yeah, the terrain always looks great. Um, the terrain, like always watching like the videos and everything, and all the guys out there in Cali, like the videos and the terrain in some of those areas are great. And honestly, probably where nationals would be held is probably not like really California. It's just like a little further west. Everything else. So we will we'll eventually get out there and stuff. But I was really hoping for like a Midwest nationals, like Disney or North Texas. There are several other areas there, even Colorado. Obviously, depending on the time of the year, Colorado obviously has the terrain to satisfy everyone crawling. India, I'd love to go to nationals again next year. Had a blast this year. Meet everyone. Yes, nationals. That was an absolute blast. Had so much fun. Met so many people. It was absolutely awesome. Even just everything. The whole experience was just an absolute blast. So much room for activities in this new box. Figured out. Stop at the dispensary and camp out. Hell of a time. I was going to drive from Dallas Fort Worth, but grabbed plane tickets instead. Oh, nice. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I'm so excited, man. Think all the trucks are ready for Crawlapalooza. Everything should be good. Everything's working. Broke a couple things last weekend. I wasn't even out very long at all. Broke a couple things in an instant, but got all of that sorted out and should officially be good to rock and roll on it again. There we go. And these last few little pieces. That's where I put all of my shelf spacers, in here for whatever reason. All right. Cool. That is done. All right. So yeah, all right. We officially have a new box ready to rock and roll. 4 comps, extra parts. Bolts and all of that fun stuff. So should be good to go there now. And that definitely holds stuff a lot securer than the regular ones I had. I'm so disappointed on course 2, C3. Dang, dig servo screw me getting up that wall on the left side of the knob instead of putting. Oh man, that second course, that vertical still right off the bat, that was a doozy. But was overall a fun course still. Hands freaking down. That was a crazy gate 1, go all the way up, have fun. Don't have many tips and tricks from you or anything like that, but have fun and go get it. News. So we did the wheels, tires, and axle last week on the stream. Got the checking around today, and I got my emails of stuff back in stock. So we got the Honcho body, interior, cage, the bumpers, and the sliders. We got the SCX6 Honcho stuff ordered, so we can put it on mine because the Honcho just looks so much better. Oh, sorry. Thanks, Gear, for getting me in there. On the chat, I wasn't able to respond. Yes, I'm live now. Let him know. Theron, are you still watching? We're doing stock class this weekend, right? This is the tag team deal this weekend. And yes, okay, sweet. So that's, we're getting rid of this shitty motor that's in here. So we're going to do a little work on the base camp. Is Matt tuned in yet? Has anybody seen Theron? Have you seen Matt in here? Oh, Mike, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Well, I tried, just like you. All those prints and the beds and stuff you're working on, that stuff is just ridiculously crazy now. Not yet. Okay. There, because Matt, there on Matt's who narrowed your C3 body, right? Cut it in half and squished it. Or did you do that one yourself? Yes, he did. Okay, cool. I will just message Matt later then, if he doesn't pop on, because I ordered a new body for the Class 3, and I need it pinched and cut and squished together. Make it look so scale when the truck goes from this wide to this wide. The Honcho body's just looks so much better than the Jeep. Like I said, the Gladiator, everyone likes the Gladiator X-Max body on the S66, which, and it does look good. I just don't freaking like Jeeps. Now, granted, sometimes Jeeps, like, well, the Creep is Jeep-esque, and that is Jeep-esque too. Like, sometimes those bodies just simply are the best option available. But those are just the best available. But it's still like, I don't want to use that one. I would like to use something else. So oh, cool, your C3 shaft. I don't even know. I was going to go out and crawl because he hit a rock. I was going to go out because I still want to drive the high-low myself and see how fun that thing is. But I was going to go after work. I was going to leave work early today, go crawl for a little bit, and then come in for the stream. But all that rain said otherwise. Which, honestly, if we're doing stock class this week in the rain, I don't know how much rain it actually rained out of AirCat, but should still make it plenty fun with our stock truck. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, at least you got it. At least it'll be here soon. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I was doing on my Class 3. Oh, I do have... Hey, Theron, you don't have any extra just Capra panels, painted or not, do you, anywhere? I have, like, the roof one. I have a Capra cage and interior that'll be here in time for this weekend. I don't have body panels that I think will be here. I ordered a set of some purple panels that I found, but I don't think they're going to make it here in time. So, because I'm going to try cage on the GK to see how that looks out. See how that works. It's a 14 tooth. 13. That's much better. Okay, this motor can go in trash for all I care. This motor's not the better, but I had extra. I can print some. Oh, sorry. I have a set of purple ones that I found coming out, but they might be here or not. I was just looking for some panels. The shipping will update tomorrow. They might be here Saturday, but sorry. Wait. I got purple. I have purple panels coming. What? And they're all purple. Do you think I should like mix it up and do a different color? Dude, this is, I don't even know when I ordered this. This is just a cheap brushed Surpass hobby motor. But that Reedy, you saw that thing the last time. It's finally seen its share of better days. So we're just gonna swap it out real quick for this weekend. Because I want to throw a whole new system in the base camp, but I'm not gonna worry about it yet. So nothing fancy, just a motor to get it going this weekend. What did we talk about clear or white printing the other day? I don't remember, but just found out that CA glue works for fabric making a scale bed for the teardrop. Oh, nice. That would work. But I use CA glue for like everything. Is that you, Theron? That's you, isn't it? No. We are restarting computer. You shush. I've had enough of computers restarting. Oh, ooh, Theron. Why would you text me that? I need that. Dang you. Well, shit, I don't even want to finish putting this motor in there. We're just going to put it in anyway. I can always take it back apart. Did you see any of the pics of the mini kitchen for the teardrop? I think so. Were they in the team chat? Because if they were, it may take me a minute to see things. And the fact that Facebook has just been ridiculous lately on updates and notifications. The chats seem to be going okay, but like I think John, if you're still watching, you tagged me in the GK deal, and like I saw comment and everything. I just now got the notification today that I was tagged in that. That was what, this weekend? So I don't know what the stuff Facebook is on, but they aren't updating for crap right now. A few nights ago through Facebook. Oh yeah. Oh, then yes, I did. That thing looks good. I wish I could make a trailer. Not that I have anything to like pull a trailer with RC wise, but it would look cool, to say the least. It's like that really just happened. Dude, it's getting bad. And like just random stuff, and like what they decide goes against algorithms and this and that lately. Like I said, it always sucks is like people have a post and it'll get like deleted, or something will happen and it'll get removed. Well, from an admin standpoint, generally admins on pages in general admins don't remove as many posts as people think. Facebook just decides, you know what? I don't like that one. We're going to get rid of that post. And they do. And there's really not much we can do or fight them on it. But then everyone turns around. Oh, man, they're just deleting posts and this and that. It's like, honestly, if I had to bet, most of the time, it wasn't an admin or whoever's in charge of a page that does that deleting. A lot of times it's Facebook does what Facebook wants to do. And it picks weird stuff. I had one, because everyone, like, Facebook will tell us when they remove a post sometimes, or for a brief little bit. It doesn't always like keep all the pictures in order like the way that it should. But like we had one the other day, I had a post, Facebook reported and removed a post for nudity and explicit content. The picture was of a truck tailgate. That was it. It was showing a dent on the tailgate. That's all it was, and completely removed. And there was nothing. There was no argument about it. Facebook wanted it gone. It was gone. I finished the trailer for the show and sign for the rig. A friend of mine's 3D printing the trailer piece. I just had to finish it. Nice. It's coming out great. For sure. It looks really, really good. I'm not even going to lie. I wish I could make a trailer something like that sometimes. Speaking of, there are concourses at Crawlpalooza, and I got rid of my pretty hard body trucks. Oh, I'm going to put the bug body on the C2 for the concourse, and then switch over to the Lexan for actual comping. I do need to get the TRX6 ready to rock and roll. I think I got the lights and everything fixed back on it, and a couple other little things, so it should be good to go, to say the least. I need a battery. At least just something. Oh, I would grab the dead battery. There. That's weird. Well, this ISD ESC is nice when it works. I caught that last one on fire that last time we were out crawling. Let's see if this ESC works any better. Okay. Stuff not working right. What is the rig on the top right corner behind you? Drift car with Fast and Furious paint job. Oh, that is just a simple RC car from, it was a Nikon. I think it was from Walmart or Target. The wife just randomly picked it up for me one day because, like everyone else, I enjoy good old Fast and Furious, except 9. I don't know if I could handle watching that necessarily again. So yeah, it's just, and I pull it down except it's zip tied to the bar for display. Because so normally it sits next to this. Normally I have it set next to the HPI Hoonigan, which I need to put this back up there. But I had it off because I was cruising around with the TRX6, and this looked really sweet on the back of the TRX6. So that's the most street time this car has ever seen. It came out of the box got put up on the wall, and this went straight to the shelf. I actually tried to part ways with that for a little bit, then I was just going to get away from it. Indy, always tuck the balance cable between the power leads when the battery goes dead. Keep track in the way. Yeah, well, I had grabbed some earlier to start charging. I was like, oh wait, I'm gonna do this, so I don't want the machine going off. So I just set them back down and grabbed the bad one immediately after. Woo. Storm Light was out crawling at the river bottom last week. Asked about electronics. Question of this week is G-Speed or Rock Pirate chassis. I have not used the Rock Pirate chassis personally. I have looked at it. It is on my list of chassis to purchase now, to try out and so that. But I have built many G-Speeds and comped and drove G-Speeds for a very long time. They were always fun. Builds on them are great. They have potential. They're great. Chassis, plenty of aftermarket support and everything else, and just everything there is all around good. Rock Pirate chassis does look pretty dope. It looks really good. It is on my list to purchase, but I want to. I have a donor truck here that I'm going to be using to swap some chassis and stuff out, but at the same time, I also would like to. I need to keep an eye out local as well. I need to pick up like a close to stock element rig and another Capra, because there are a couple chassis that I've been looking at that are like Capra swap stuff, like as in just basically take everything out of the cage and then put it all in here. So I want to do that just to show some differences. And that Rock Pirate chassis is also on the list to look at. And Gary, right there, another good one. EXO is also looks to be a great option, and that is also on the list. It's just gonna have to wait till after Crawlapalooza, and then we'll be getting one of those going as well. Yeah, exactly. Those first couple Fierce movies, they were classic. Like they were a part of us, and then everything just started going the wrong direction, to say the least. There they are. Ooh. What is that? I think it's like if you search EXO RC chassis, I don't think you do. It's like, is it EXO US or US EXO on there? Also, it's they do classify those, Gary, as a Ford biased design, correct? I don't want to say it wrong. It looks Ford design for sure. They have their own link kits and everything on the chassis, on the website. So that's also very convenient. And the link kits are a very good price. They're exactly what you would expect and be purchasing link kits for. So yeah, just about everything's on there. And they work with the Team GarageX skids, Panhard mounts, the GSP multi-point Panhard mount. And I said, convenient thing is they have their link kits on the website, which is why I really want to highlight and do a build on that chassis. Because like I said, our LCG, our scale comp crawlers and everything like that, it is a very ridiculously fast growing community right now. Well, that probably needs programmed, right? Should probably read the instructions on a new ESC. Yes, Ford design skid. Nobody makes link kits. Yes, no one. Because I looked, and they're on there, and I mean the price of the link kits, they're right there. You might as well just put them in your cart, get it all done. Because one, if they're coming from that chassis maker specifically, you know they're right, and the price is right on. With when you get link kits from anywhere else, the prices are right on. Okay. Push it off. There we go. So I'm leaning towards. Sorry. That's what I'm leaning towards. My base camp was mostly Rock Pirate, but not a complete build. I want to try. Oh yeah, complete builds. Totally. Once you start building something from like the ground up of stuff like that, it's kind of a whole other thing. Because one, you're familiar with everything because you put everything together, and when you're seeing how stuff goes together, like if you start having problems, then like, hey, this piece moved like this, or this was here. Then from there, you kind of know how everything goes. Okay, cool. And okay, cool. To make sure everything works. So on this, I'm also going to mess with my throttle curve on that because that is not very smooth. Oh, yeah, Jason, no problem. Glad we could help. Oh, Scott, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Just built a Ninja. Man, that is one I really do want to get a Ninja. Jason, L Captain from EXO. Yes, the L Captain, that is their Class 2-3 chassis. They do have a C1 chassis available as well, which also looks very, very nice. Steve, do you hit the like button? Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. So, a little zip tie action in here. And we are ready for the stock class this weekend. Call it a day. Yeah, that can still reach the battery. We'll put this here. here just for now because I forgot to solder. I was out of JST connectors and I need to order more. Third, I would say leave the throttle curve alone, but we could be paired together. Aha! I see how it is. And Tristan's class 2 should be ready as well. I think it's going to be fun. Is it 10 or 15 gates, but 10 minutes for 2 drivers to make it through. So that should actually be pretty fun. And honestly, I think more stuff like that would be pretty sweet. Because I do like stuff like that. 10 gates, 2 bonus, 10 minutes. Okay, but basically 2 courses because you're each going through in 10 minutes. That'll work. Theron, you're going to brake at gate 3. Unless we're paired together, then you're going to drive fantastic. The only difference between the El Capitan, C2 and 3, and Everest is the C1's aluminum rails, flat skid, shock towers, and they're the same. Yes, yeah, definitely have to have that metal chassis for class 1. I mean, both, everything just looks good. The whole setup does look very, very good. And watching your videos and everything else, definitely looks like they work exceptionally well. Definitely want to get my hands on them to try and everything. Plus, like I mentioned, with this being a fast-growing hobby and stuff like that, stuff like that, where on that website they do have just about everything listed up that you need to build, or links to or links to stuff that work with their chassis. So you can go there, you can pick a chassis, scroll to the next component section, and they grab your links, and it has all the configurations with your wheelbases, what axles and other stuff you're using. So very, very nice. Overall setup, prices are on point for chassis, link kits, and any other items you need with the chassis. And look good from there. And they also, another kicker, cool thing is they do have those mounts in the front shock towers for the Team GarageTech forward motor mount. So which is always nice. Raymond class 3 4-wheel steer. Yeah, Capra as a Capra is always going to be class 3. It's a class 3 regardless if it's 4-wheel steer or regular. Capra period goes to class 3. There, I think I've only lost 1 stock class comp. No, you didn't. Not one. Because Anthony won that first one or that second one. Then I won with the Phoenix once or twice with the Phoenix. Once with the Phoenix. Oh, granted, we've only done what, 3 or 4 of them anyway. Every time I'm out of town, we do a stock run, which is why I specifically bought the base camp and did a mild build on the base camp for the stock class. And I've only got to run. I think I got to do it twice. Those first couple times with the Phoenix, and then I got the base camp ready to rock and roll, and haven't been able to do another one. Sucks, but oh well. Exo just released new stuff. Ooh. Air 60. Oh, man. Justin post up some good stuff. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the base camp for us, what it is just on. Custom RC, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I mean, base camp is just fun. Like I said, this was all Axio had to do was this right here and a deadbolt body on it. and the world would have been restored to order. Um, but honestly, so far, yeah, this thing, I mean, yeah, I went overboard in a few areas, but it honestly did not take much. Theron's has far less stuff on his. I don't even, do you even have portal covers in the, yeah, portal covers in the front? I think that's probably all you've done in what, a spring mod maybe? The base camp does not take much at all to just really perform. Once you get those stock tires off and just electronics and things, they just wake up. And also, if they're on, how much did you want for that motor? Just message me. Because that will be a better motor for Tristan's class 3. I'd much rather put the better motor in his than just this. This isn't going to be a whole lot, but his class 3, I need to get a bigger, I need more speed out of his motor. So that would actually work perfect in his. Yeah, electrics, wheels, and tires. Wheels and tires make a huge difference on the base camp. Honestly, I actually want to pull the stock body off because that actually might work on something else I'm messing with. Yes, I just saw the cut. I was getting ready to ask you, Gary, on the new drive shafts. Those the full length drive shafts and cut down, because you guys already had the mini ones, and those are titanium, aren't they? Trying to decide on chassis from a C1 because I'm waiting to try something other than the V1s. No, lots of said we were just kind of talking about the EXO has a class 1 chassis that's out there. I'm using the Krupp Carbonworks, the Razor's Edge in class 1 now. Brazen has the beautiful C1 Pro chassis set up. I mean, honestly, even VS410 chassis with the appropriate, with a good Ford motor mount in there, or even the VFD makes a good C1 setup. I know there's more out there, but anyway, yeah, there are class 1 chassis options out there. And class 1, like I said, it's just a fun class, and you're restricted enough with the rest of the build stuff, chassis and stuff like that. Will the VFD mount to the EXO easily? Ooh, Gary, that's a good question. And I don't have an answer because I've searched on the page and I didn't see anyone do it. I don't know if there's enough room up front for a VFD, Jason. But Gary would definitely have probably a better answer. Yeah, if you look like how short, how more forward design that is, that VFD, let me grab my VFD. VFD is a long transmission. It is big. And I don't know if there's just enough room for the VFD. But I said that chassis is made to work with the Team GarageTech Ford motor mounts and stuff, which also another good setup. And they're lighter than the VFD. Customers was thinking about using my VFD. I have my C1 already. So yeah, I mean, it really kind of depends. Whatever you want to do. Like C1, VFD makes a good, if it fits. The VFD's a solid transmission options. There's other good options out there. Stuff like that. Gary, okay, the EXO cut to length, full length, titanium 36 grams before they're cut. And they are long before cutting because EXO requires the long rear. Sweet. Dang you, Gary. I have it saved on my site. Dang it. EXO. Dang it, man. EXO cut to length drive shafts. Dang. How many do I need? 1, 2. Gosh, dang, I need like 6 of them. Might have to wait. Reedy RC, bit late joining in. Currently getting my rigs ready for the UK Scale Nationals. Can't wait. Heck yeah, that sounds super fun. And best of luck getting all the trucks, everything ready, and all that should be fun and a good time for sure. Okay, those are for the SCX6. Jason on here, Gary. Yes, there might not be enough room for the VFD because it's long, front to back. Yeah, I don't think the VFD was going to fit. I just don't think there's enough room in that. Darius, what's the reason for running 4S? More efficient overall? Yes, 4S, you can get everything running more efficiently on 4S, but also if you start running like your direct power servos and stuff like that, that are 4S capable, I mean, you're able to at that point get everything out of the servo you want, or servo winch. Also, you're picking your speed up there, and you are picking, you by going up in power, you are going to pick up overall speed too, but you're just going to have overall more efficient. You're going to have enough power to make sure everything has what it needs. So, yeah, I can take 3S 650 and a 4S 650. And one, I will get longer run times and just overall control and everything out of the 4S. My Class 3 is a full 4S truck. Servos, both front servo, rear servo, and my servo winch are all 4S. 4S capable, so they're all running directly off of that with the Silent Assassin ESC and a 1600 kV A6 motor. And smooth, super smooth. Even just switching from 3S to 4S, you can feel and see the difference in how everything's working. Customer C, thought about doing a style like on design Zoom for the VS410 for Class 1. Local comp on Sunday. It looks like everyone has trail trucks. And I have flat rail comp trucks. And really, if you're running a G, you can get a tiny. Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, you got a couple of them there. So yeah. That's why reasons like we still have like the Phoenix or the base camp, and they've stayed in a stock form, is sometimes it's just nice to go out and just trail, or like we have stock style events, so we can specifically stay with the stock style. And also it helps let new people in so they can at least get still have fun and kind of get a taste of it. And if they want to go more, they can dive down the rabbit hole with the rest of us. And yeah, if you have the big power direct servos, you can run a smaller 6S battery. Like the G14s, I have run the G14s on 6S. And they're insane. And the A6 also is a 6S. That 1600 is also a 6S capable motor. So everything there minus my actually, I think the ESC can even do 6S. Everything but the servo winch can handle 6S. But I don't need 4S. 4S is fine. I am perfectly fine. How long is the VFD? 1 second, I will measure. Answer a couple questions while I'm looking up here too. Off topic, Tim, are you in on the build off with Matt and Josh? No, I'm not. I'm not that cool. Would have been a pretty good competition because everything in this truck was done in 24, not 24 hours from when I got the truck, but once parts were here, I had everything ready to rock and roll. They said that I did get some compliments on mine because I went a little overboardish. I mean, there's not many 10.3 base camps out there with a gold anodized axles, so just a little bit on that extra factor sometimes. But like I always say, you by no means have to do some of the stuff like what I do. This hobby has room to fit any budget for the most part. So one thing I like about it, you can stay budget minded and friendly, or you can go bonkers. It is up to you. I missed a couple here. RC Coast might have to get a stock truck. Yeah, it's always nice to have a stock truck there. I didn't like the Phoenix. There, that doesn't change the fact that the Phoenix is a blast. And they just look good. Like, the Phoenix just, it looks good because it's a Toyota. It's a Land Cruiser. I like it. Weathering's actually, I think, getting weathered even more. Yeah, Phoenix is fun. Phoenix is a blast. You also didn't like your Ultras or Pros either. Because I don't think you liked those because those truly have like limits of what you can do to them. Like a VS410, like an Ultra or a Pro. They already have beautiful metal axles, drive shafts, transmission's great. The shocks are actually in great position too. Like, there's not much more you need or can do to it necessarily. Like, it's a great truck. So, like, I mean, that's why they have that price tag to go with them. They're already kick-ass right out the box. RC Green Mountains. Have I ever heard or tried out GM RC chassis? I was curious, as they're LCG chassis, but made locally in here. I bought the Machete chassis for some Air Force. I have used their chassis. I did their TRX4 chassis, which I don't know how, it wasn't super crazy because it was just basically factory replacement rails. But on that note, the assembly, everything was good. The finish and quality of the rails were great. I was going to try the Machete for one of my first Elements, but I ended up going with the Deadlock Dredge with that over that one at the time. But I haven't heard anything bad from them. I know several people that do run them, and they like them a lot. So definitely, I haven't heard anything bad to say of them. I just don't have a lot of personal experience with them, but I have heard of them. I was cleaning a battery off on a car earlier, and it had a mountain of corrosion on it. And I don't think it agrees with me very well tonight. Darius, I hear everything does run better. Is it harder on ESC? Done meticulous research on the Crowmaster ESC V2 paired to an unknown KV. I think it depends on the ESC. I mean, obviously, big power, it is just like real trucks and real cars. The more power you put in something, the more likely something is to give. That's the law of nature when it comes to that. Now, some ESCs do handle it better. Now, if like 6S is like that ESC's limit, obviously you're pushing that ESC to its limit. But like, say, like my Mamba Monster, it's a 8S, or my XLX2, it's 12S ESC. So it can handle all that. So like 6S and that, it really depends on the ESC. Now, the Crawlmaster, I don't have experience with the Crawlmaster. I haven't been able to get one. I've never got one, never tried one. I have tried others. I got the Silent Assassin ESC. Now, I'm not sure actually if the Silent Assassin is 6S. I know it handles 4S just fine. But I like the Silent Assassin, and that's what I've used. And also this new Furatech, that Lizard 10 ESC, has done exceptionally well. And it is super quiet. I got this all tore apart. Gary, if you're still listening, from spur gear to backup transmission is about 125 to 130 millimeters, which, I mean, even on like a high-low would be the closest thing I have. It would be very, very crammed, to say the least, shoving a VFD in there. Cost that 6 months. It is what it is. Darius again. Found a gear ratio calculator on Facebook for crawlers. Been playing with inputs. For one night I've done. Don't know too much about spur and pinion ratios. It's if I just sat down and explain it, or just, I can actually probably write it out better than I can actually explain it. And sometimes it's just easier just to look it up and read it again. Because and I don't think too much about it now because I've done enough builds and I know what axles and what stuff works. So I just have my preference. I know, okay, on this setup with this, I get this spur and I get this pinion. And if I'm for 32 pitch, I usually get like a 56 or a 60 tooth, and I run like a 9 or 10 tooth pinion. Or if I get if I'm running 48 pitch, I run an 87 and like a 15 or 16 tooth pinion. It's just, I just have setups that I prefer that I found have worked nice for me, and also easy to find stuff and parts for them. Cheers. No, I know you could build a nice truck. I have my moments. Every once in a while, the trucks come out pretty good. Deer skin, that's really nice for people wanting to know numbers. It's a spreadsheet with a lot of part numbers and aftermarket stuff on. Yes, there's also, someone else has a gear ratio calculator that has all the ring and pinions and everything for the diffs broke down, which would have came in super handy when I was building the mullet builds. Brazen Scale, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Sarah, true. Yes, I actually think that's why you didn't like them, is because you like to build and modify stuff like I do. So when you get trucks that just have their limit, you can lose interest in them. So I just put different wheels on everything or change up bodies. Just give me something. Carlos had about 100 hours on my Ultra and not one broke. Yeah, like they hold up to abuse. Custom RC, would you do straight axle or portal axle Phoenix? Both. I have a portal axle, and I think I ordered a straight axle today. I added it to my cart. I don't know if No, I did not order it today. I did not hit submit on my order. So I did not order, but both. And it's personal preference. Portals or straight axles, it's personal preference. The Phoenix looks and works great with either axle option. If you have a lot of portal trucks, maybe grab a straight axle. If you have a lot of straight axles, get a portal truck. Or if you want to go more scale, if you're looking to go scale, get the straight axle. Because obviously, unless, I guess depending on your body, straight axle is generally more scale. Steve, building my straight axle Phoenix, I've enjoyed the build so far. Yes, the Phoenix was a great build. Super fun. I think I ended up building 2 of them, but I only have 1 left because I ended up stealing a bunch of parts from the other one. Third, Phoenix axle in class 1. Measure those Phoenix axles hex to hex, and then look at your axles. They fit. They're wide. They are a wider axle. I don't know if your Hilux is wide enough. Measure them. If you don't, I would consider buying those from you. Gary, want to try the FuryTech ESC and motor? Is that measurements with the motor? Yeah, that's everything. That's with the VFD and motor, everything in there, from spur gear to the back there. It's like 125 or 130 millimeters. I'm just looking at the chassis and knowing how all other Ford ones like that, the VFD is it's just too long sometimes. Overall, still a great transmission. Just sometimes just a little too long. Sean, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. There, don't you have portal front, straight rear axle? No, that would be portal front and rear straight. That would be a weird combo. I've done straight front, portal rear a couple times. It's always fun. Raymond, y'all talk later. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out for a little bit. But whoops. Sorry. But Gary, back to this Brazen. Yes, who was it? Shoved the VFD in a high-low. That because was that the post and the install that no one asked for, a VFD in a high-low, and that was stuffed. Super cool. It was pulled it off. I mean, that's all there was to it, and it was super. I mean, it's there. It is all there. I think he said it worked pretty good and had a blast with it. So I know that was one I saw that the first time I think I saw that I was like, I didn't know how to I was kind of speechless. There, yes, Austin. That was ridiculously crazy. Shane. I wish I would have left my base camp a little more stock and used it as a trail truck. Now I couldn't help myself. I guess I'll have to pick up a Phoenix kit for a trail truck. Yeah, Phoenix, like I said, honestly, they make, they're great trail trucks for sure. I think if I build them, I ended up pulling the Dig and the 2-speed servo out of mine, just because that's just what I spent driving it more as. The selectable overdrive and the Dig. I just pulled both those servos out. So that's probably honestly how I build a straight axle too. I'd probably get those scale Yoda axles just because it looks good. And I'd probably, if I get a straight axle Phoenix, then if I pick up an extra cab body and those Yoda axles, I could potentially have a Class 0 going before Crawlapalooza. 7 3/4 hex. Yeah, I think mine are 7.5. Yeah, they're a little bit wider, but I've seen people do it, so obviously it works. They are 45s. They just have more overall support with the portal gears and other stuff like that. I like them. Brazen Scale Hicks will be a crawl. Heck yeah, 2 weeks. I'm so freaking excited for Crawlapalooza. Going to be a great time. There was something I need to order. Ooh, Brazen, you guys gonna have shirts at Crawlapalooza? I need a shirt. I missed that last one with all the swag. This is the new logo. I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me. That logo is just too legit. Too legit. I like it a lot. Gary, the VFD would be tight. You would have to run a servo on axle and maybe even servo behind the axle to clear everything. That would do it. Servo on axle, that would definitely free up some room there for sure. And then you saw those little batteries. These guys, super good. I actually got like 20 minutes of runtime or so out of here. For these little guys, which actually I was very impressed with. And I just Velcro my batteries and stuff in there. And these are small enough that you don't have to worry about them falling out or anything because they're just small. They don't have the weight to them. But Gary, yes, I can say I am digging this FureTech setup so far. Oops. I mean, nice, quiet, and that is sensorless in-runner motor, 10-pole, but super smooth, quiet, just able to just watch everything just work. But I said, I think I said in the video, I easily put an hour solid drive time in this that first weekend, and a little bit more last weekend. And thus far, I'm very impressed with it. And even the full size one here, space and everything was pretty good. Nothing too crazy, and everything it already had XT60 on it. The motor leads, everything was right there, ready to rock and roll, and Bluetooth, so I can tune it right where I need to. And it has throttle curve, which is important. Now, granted, with the Noble, I can also do throttle curve. I just haven't quite figured it out on there a whole lot, so it works. But mine did have one of those small batteries fall out during a comp, and he finished with a hang in there. It's finished. I mean, if it's one of those deals, you chance it. Either you crawl with it with the battery hanging out and finish, and you're good. You don't have to take the 10-point penalty. Or you crawl until, like, if you stop right there and fix it on course repair, that's a 10-point and put you back at the gate. Or you crawl until it comes out, and then you take the 10 points. Make it as far as you can before the battery falls out. Unless it's like catching on something. I mean, obviously, also lipos, they are dangerous. We probably should be a lot more careful with them than we are, but it'll be all right. Curls, how's the torque on the Tempo motor? Great. This thing has all of it. This 1600, 2500. So my C1 and 2, I run the 2500 kV, and then the C3 is a 1600 kV. 1600 is 6S capable, 25s are 3S or 4S capable, and then there's the 3300, which is in my Wraith. That is 3S capable, which is that 3S is all that thing needs. It breaks enough stuff on a regular basis as it is. So, Garrett, want to use the FuroTech Outrunner as well? It's just not in the budget right now. Yeah, and that's totally. So this one's the fully encased one. So this is the more expensive of the other options. I just didn't want to deal with the hassle trying to hunt down or make a BEC. So I just got it with the BEC already built in. I wasn't going to mess with it or try to find one, because I know I got an ESC one time and I needed the BEC, and I couldn't find any. All the Castles were out of stock, and other companies that had them that I trust and would trust to use and not burn down, everyone's out of stock. So I had to end up having to shelve the ESC for a little bit until I could grab one. So it's like simpler, just get it here. It already has it built in. We're good to go. And yeah, I got the GT5. I would love to upgrade to the Noble. Downside of the GT5 is you can't mix channels. See, and that was huge. I watched that video, like how I've mixed the winch and everything on here, just so I can, one-handed, just so I'm able to pull everything out. Actually, this is backwards. There we go. There. So now we're good to go. But yeah, able to mix everything on those channels, because that was one thing. Spektrum has the best momentary switches. Those switches right there by your thumb for winching or selecting through different modes, those are the best positions and the best momentary switches. The rest of the controller, still overall great. I still love my DX5, but there were just some things I wanted to try a little bit more, and I just kind of wanted to try a new controller. And this one for four-wheel steer with the knobs and able to mix those channels, it works really, really well. I'm very, very excited and happy with it so far. Any thoughts on Trio wheels? I've used them before in the past, and I had the 2.2 Trio wheels on the Rift when I had it. They went together easy. Or they have good looking style and stuff on wheels. It's just not ones that I necessarily use on a regular, but I have used them before and I had great luck with them. I didn't break, I didn't have any broken hardware or anything like that, so that's always a plus. Gary, how high does the BEC go? 8.4 is what it said in the app. I think there was another something else with the BEC, but I don't remember what it was. But I know at least it was at least 8.4. G. Tonelli, greetings from a sunny Friday afternoon here in New Zealand. Thanks for the great content. Well, thank you very much. Friday afternoon, yes, it is. That is over there, that area. New Zealand would be a very, very cool place to visit, hands down. Again, that would unfortunately involve me flying, and it's just something I just, well, we cross that bridge when we have to. Generally not. And also, the coolest thing with the Noble is it talks to me. Biggest thing on that for rear steer, using it to find that center point so I can, spin, I can move the knob, and then when I hear it say center point, I can let go of it and be good to go. I'm not having to watch it meticulously move back. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. Some of those wheel stuff with all of the B-lock screws can get meticulous at times. That's actually something I am still thinking about changing on here. I haven't decided yet. I think I want to get some black wheels or some gunmetal wheels, but at the same time, not entirely sure. But overall, I'm loving the crap out of this, out of the new Class 1. Everything, between just the build, the body, and everything's really just gone together really, really good. Super happy with it. The new electronics in here, on point. Actually, I need to change that winch line out before. Hey, Theron, change your winch line out before Crawlapalooza if you haven't recently. I need to do that too. I just changed it on my Class 2 and my Class 3, so should be okay there. Class 1, definitely need to put some new line in, and I put new line on the kiddos too. His should be okay. Crap. He needs a full-size servo winch for Class 2. Dang it. I don't know if I can get another one in time. Dang, this is why we double check things before comp time. But speaking of, we might as well just kind of do a little bit of that just to make sure everything is good here. I need now to run my Shift XLP at 9. Let me check here. Hold on. I don't know if it'll let me jump in here, but running. Dang it. Let me check. Let me check on the stuff here. Okay. We are connected. Type to unit connection. voltage. Sorry, 8. That's voltage for servo output. Yep. Sorry, it is 8 volts. It's 8 volts. There we go. Calibration, sleeve temperature. Yep. Nope. Okay. We're good. Curve, toggle curve. All right, cool. And just like that, you could tune and set an entire ESC. That is pretty dang convenient, in my opinion. Yeah, so Crawlapalooza should be good. I should probably do a video on getting ready for Crawlapalooza. At that point, I think everything else is good. We're doing stock class this weekend. I guess we'll see if we get any more rain. Comp trucks might not even come out. They may just stay home where it's safe and warm. You scoot that rear bumper in a little bit. Cool. I think you still want to use my one for my OC capability, an external BEC like I always do. Nice. That would definitely work. Like I said, they have the other ones without the BEC. So then you can put in kind of do whatever. Bring out the mud trucks. Closest thing I have to, actually, my Gatekeeper, definitely, or the TRX 6 with the wheels and tires, or my Wraith. The Wraith can always get down and dirty. Scale bed for teardrop done. Nice. Gonna be looking good. This is all done. That's all done. All right. Shoot, actually, I think we've managed to get caught up. And at this point, I think everything's ready. So we'll be doing another episode here on the S66 with the new wheels, tires, and the axle in there. And oddly enough, just check my shipping stuff. All the Honcho body and everything might be here Saturday. So I'll need probably a gallon of paint to paint the body because it's massive. Just one regular can. Well, the Honchos, I guess, is just half the size of the S66, which is full size of a full body for any of our others. So we'll get the Honcho all done and painted up. Gonna have to decide on colors. This does have to match bronze wheels. So might do a nice blue. Or it could just do black. Black would also look good. And I said, other than if the rain's out tomorrow or Saturday morning, I'll get out. We'll take the high-low out, get some running in there. I'll drive it, get some good running footage, and we'll try to get that loaded up and also get going on the SCX6. And then I'm trying to think. I know I ordered things today, but I don't think anything crazy. Ordered new links for a couple builds, SCX6 stuff, and new body for Class 3. Ordered a capper cage to try for Crawlapalooza, and then a full hard body afterwards as a new Sorka build. But said we'll do all that next month after the new Sorka rules and everything come out, and then we'll go through. We'll try to do a nice, good series, going through reading the rules, and then maybe even try to get either a live stream going or something, maybe see if I can talk to a couple friends that are on Sorka, see if maybe we can get some kind of stream going, maybe have some people in for some questions with the new rules, because obviously there's going to be a lot of questions and we can interpret as much as we can. So that might be a possibility. That would actually be really cool if I could get a couple of them to come on for a stream to answer some questions. That would be really, really cool. And then we'll do some videos with each class and see how we'll start, see how mine currently are affected. What do I need to change, or are we all good? And then we'll go from there. We'll do some body work and everything else. But I think we are going to wrap this one up for the night. I need to go get some medicine, apparently. More Benadryl, and call it good. Real quick here. Scott, is there an aftermarket chassis for the Phoenix that lowers it? It's a VS410 chassis, so 10.2 LCG chassis are going to work because stuff's going to bolt up to it. But IERC, I know for sure. And doesn't Rock Pirates also make towers for the VS410? And then with different towers, you can adjust adjust your shocks to get better positioning. But honestly, portals and 80 millimeter shocks, it's sometimes about as low as it can go necessarily. Just real quick, so I left my front towers the way they are, just because I want to keep the inner fenders and everything. But in the rear here, I do have the IERC shock towers. Now with the towers, yes, you can adjust them up and get them lowered more. Another thing to look into is Vanquish does make pieces and adapters for the new shocks to either increase or decrease the shock by another 5 millimeters. So with shock towers and those spacers, you can get the shocks themselves shorter, which in turn is going to lower everything down. But honestly, the ride height with the stock Phoenix is, I think, overall pretty good, unless you're just looking to slam it and throw a different body and stuff on it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead. Got to go catch up on the team chat. Yes. Yep. Well, I think we'll have a bunch to catch up on. So in the meantime, everyone, thanks for tuning in. As always, much appreciated. Kind of nice getting the live streams back going and hanging out for a little bit. So maybe I'll have to order a few things and we can do a little more something else next Thursday as well, which is September. So yeah, we'll definitely try to do one next week for sure, because then Crawlapalooza follows that next week after. So we'll for sure try to get one in next week. So hope to see y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out. So everyone, have a great one. Crawl on. Everyone, have a good night or good morning if you're in New Zealand.